One of the biggest challenges that's going on now with cybersecurity is what we call business email compromise. And what's happening is your vendor, your client, maybe even you, right? If you inadvertently give away your password or the bad guys get access to your email account because, maybe your password's floating around the dark web, maybe you don't have two-factor authentication on, or maybe, again, you inadvertently, went to log in and it was a malicious site that then stole your password. And then what's happening is during the normal course of business, right? So you're emailing back and forth with, again, a client or vendor, and there's a bad guy essentially sitting in the middle of that conversation, and they've learned about the different organizations. They learn the track record of business and what happens and, the different financial aspects of that. And then maybe they'll go for the attack to see if they can get you. And what we saw this week with a client of our own, right? Their client, their vendor was breached, but it looks like the regular course of business. Email is being conducted back and forth and everything looks normal until opportunity is made available with, in this case, it was an Excel spreadsheet that was a proposal bid sheet, or, looked like it would be the data or the information that was necessary to complete a job. And, our client went ahead and tried to open that zip file, open that attachment, and it was malicious, right? Thankfully, our layers of security stopped it. They noticed something was a little bit wonky. They called us and we were able to kind of put it to rest and keep them safe and protected. But that's how quickly this stuff can happen. And it looks like normal business. These guys, again, are sitting in the middle of that conversation, reviewing, trying to get a little bit smart about it. The other ones that we've seen is, ACH payments or invoices, right? And they're changing the data on there to say, okay, this $100,000 payment needs to go to this new bank account. And without picking up the phone and calling your client or vendor and double checking and making sure, somebody could very easily wire transfer and that money's gone to the wrong account, or even in an ACH situation, that might lead to a scare with the bank and being able to, stop that and things. And again, this is where technology, we can only do so much as a technology provider. Yes, we're putting in the layers. Yes, we're making sure that two-factor authentication and the blocks and the antivirus software and the web filters and all of these different things. But as a user of technology, you've got to slow down, you've got to click slowly, you've got to pay attention, and if anything just doesn't look right, especially when money's involved, always, always, always pick up the phone and just make sure.